Good evening. Okay, this is Elliott Montello, the Special Effects Supervisor from Zombies from the Moors, here with you tonight, and I'm just going to show you what I've been working on. We've been getting a lot of questions about the software that we use, and I thought I would tell you tonight that I use Adobe After Effects CS4 Suite. And in this is After Effects, this is what I do my main bulk of compositing in, and yeah, here we go. Right, so this is Scott, also known as the Frenchman. No, he's known as Nickel. Okay, so in the film, in this specific part, we're in the forest of Bellevue, and he's shooting lots of zombies and all sort of stuff like that. And in this specific scene, it's shot in slow motion. Now, none of the guns work; they're all replicas, and none of the parts move on them either. So, to make it more realistic, I had to do this. In Photoshop, I rendered out this shot, this little frame right here, and I cut out this part of the gun, the bolt, because in real life this moves back. There's a little hole here, and the bullet flies out. Right. So as he shoots, I rendered out 6 frames, I think it was, and I moved it back and forwards, and I animated each one of them so that the bolt moves backwards. And once I'd cut it out and done all that sort of good stuff, I put it back into After Effects. I made a proxy render, which is a small video render of it, and I aligned it back to the gun, and I added motion blur so that when it moves back, it looks like it's going fast. I made a little black hole here so that basically what happens is the shell goes ping and pings out, and you can see it flying across there, just glinting in the sunlight. As this moves back, I added a stock piece of footage here for the smoke that comes out, and the same with the front of the gun there as he shoots. You know, a nice bit of stock footage there. And also, because when you add some of these onto a mode called screen to get rid of the black around the outside, they become really blocky white. So what I had to do was use fractal noise and basically use that as an adjustment layer on top of this bit of stock footage, and use it as a luma map to create sort of a more generic smoky look to it, with the particles coming off there and stuff like that. So that's one shot, just douche. There, coming off, and I'll move on to this next one quickly, which is Shaz, right here. And for this part here, it's Shaz being really kick-ass with his machete, slicing it into Jake Meeker's head right here. Lots of blood comes out, just straight out there. Quite gory. It's pretty good. But when we shot this scene, it was quite hard because Jake wasn't actually there. There we go. That was the scene raw. And what I had to do, Shaz basically put his machete into this stump of wood. Then we got a clean plate of it, and then just literally a plate of Jake on his own, laying there. And what I do is in After Effects, I cut him out, put him there, and then took this scene into Photoshop once again. Very handy tool, and I rotoscoped around the blade, added lots of blood and stuff like that, and yeah, put him right on top. Added some stock that we filmed in front of the green screen. Basically got a carton full of blood and just threw it in front of the green screen. Keyed some of those elements out and put them coming out of his head as the machete goes down, and did things like this bit of blood right here is going to hit this little branch. So I had to make another little splash that goes off, splashes on the branch, leaves the branch stained as it flies past. And yeah, that's that scene there. It works pretty well. I was quite happy with it. Anyway, I hope that kind of gives you a little insight into what I do, and the hours that I spend. And then show Dave, and he says, "That's rubbish, Elliot. Redo it." So I redo it, and he goes, "That's crap. Do it again." And I have to keep doing it and doing it and doing it again and again and again until it's done. Okay, well, have a nice night, guys. and I'll catch y'all later.